Hey, welcome back to No Hype Beer Reviews. Unless it's your first time, then welcome. Please consider subscribing. If you do, hit that notification bell, get the updates. Very excited for today's video. The beer is courtesy of Pariah. Thank you so much for sending it. I really appreciate it. I am equal parts excited and nervous, though. So it's short version. It's a coffee IPA. That Gourmet Chit India Pale Ale brewed with coffee. What you are holding is an example of what happens when cabin fever and conflicting topics of research overlap. This is an honest-to-goodness Pariah IPA that just so happens to attain additional complexity from the use of primo Ethiopian coffee beans introduced cold brew style post-fermentation. We get complex, nutty notes of citrus, apricot, cocoa, and bubblegum. This beer is unapologetically loaded with mouth-enveloping flavor, yet not taxing on the palate. We hope you enjoy this on a crisp autumn evening as much as we do. And it does just so happen to be a crisp autumn evening while I'm reviewing this. Hops, Citra, Cascade, Amarillo. Malts, Pale, Oats, Chit, Wheat. 8% ABV. Enjoying an IPA glass. I just realized I have that kind of a glass, but I'm using this glass, which is fine. Enjoy within 30 days, and it is under 2 weeks old. Nice. Let's get into it. I think I've had coffee and IPAs before. I just don't remember the last time. I love coffee. I love IPAs. They both bring bitterness in different ways, which is actually something I'm kind of excited to dive into. But because it's not, like quote unquote a normal thing, I'm a little nervous. I'm not gonna lie about that. I mean, even the color, I kind of thought it'd be a little darker. It has a beautiful burnt orange color. It's very hazy, like they said. I mean, it's a typical Pariah IPA, but I figured with the coffee being added, it'd be a little darker. So it does. I mean, if you were doing this blind, it just looks like a hazy IPA, double IPA, somewhere in that family. Beautiful color. Almost exactly a finger of a white head. Tiny bubbles, some small bubbles. You wouldn't look at this and guess it had coffee in it, I'll put it that way. I imagine in the aroma though, I don't know, let's find out. You do get some specific coffee, a little bit like that roasty thing too. A little bit of citrus is fighting through. I mean, I have had things that are chocolatey and citrusy, like those chocolate, orange, like candies that you smash and it breaks up into the pieces. Or like sometimes there's dessert, or not dessert, but there's coffees that have like orange peel and things like that in it. So like chocolate and oranges, coffee and oranges. It's not unheard of. It's the IPA aspect of it that has me a little nervous. It does have like a nutty, woody, I almost said flavor, aroma. So it's mostly what the coffee is bringing. There is some sweetness from the IPA. There is some of that citrus from the IPA. I guess I'm not surprised that it's going to be the coffee's dominating the aroma. I do like the aroma, I will say that. So far, the look and the aroma is working for me, but the real test is a taste test. Let's find out. Cheers. It's actually a lot like the aroma. I mean, the biggest difference from the aroma is you're getting more of the IPA-ness of it. I'm glad I mentioned orange and citrus because it has a lot of that. It has a lovely mouthfeel. So I'll put it this way. What you're looking for in that IPA, double IPA, nice mouthfeel, creamy, hazy kind of a thing, you get in this. But then you unmistakably get the coffee. It kind of works for me. Like it's different. Like I said, I thought it was going to be, but it's not like it's not an off-putting thing. It's not like, perhaps the citrus notes of an IPA with mint could be too reminiscent of like brushing your teeth and then drinking some orange juice, which is disgusting, right? So it's not like the flavors aren't combating, which is interesting. Because I thought there might be a little bit of combating. They are slightly complementing. I don't think this beer is going to start a trend of people doing coffee IPAs. I don't think it's going to go that far. But I also don't think this is going to kill anyone. Like not literally kill, but I don't think this is going to, like, if someone's like thinking about it, like brewing that beer, and then they drink this beer, I don't think anyone's going to be like, can't do that anymore either. And in some ways, it is kind of breakfasty. You know, if you are having breakfast and you have a glass of orange juice and a cup of coffee, and you're kind of sipping both while you're eating, you're going to get these flavors at the same time. You know, different intensities and for different lengths, sure, but it's not. It actually works pretty good. It'd be just like I don't know what it is about me, like, you know, experimental side or whatever. It'd be really cool to like try this beer without the coffee and then side by side it with the coffee. I think I'm getting a lot of the notes. You know, they mentioned bubble gum. I get that. So you do get a lot of the IPA notes, and then it's adding, this layer of complexity with the coffee. It has a nice level of bitterness, and using cold brew, I don't get a whole lot of bitterness from cold brew, relatively speaking to like just like in a normal coffee pot or a Keurig or whatever. But you are getting some of the bitterness here, but it might be part of your brain tricking you or tricking me because of the bitterness of the beer, but it has a lovely sweetness as well. I'm still going because I feel like there's more to say about it, and I'm not saying those things, but I'm also like what else to say about it? I mean, it is what it is. It's this delicious IPA like I described with coffee. I mean, I guess in theory, just take an IPA you like, put a little coffee in it, and kind of, start like a real little bit, kind of maybe to your taste and your what you like, add a little bit and a little bit so you get to a level you like. That's kind of what this is. Yeah, it's so interesting. It's unmistakably coffee, but you are also getting those coffee adjacent things, the roastiness, the chocolate notes. Yeah, I'm being dead serious. Like, I was pretty nervous to review this because I've really liked Pariah stuff up to this point, and I was like, I don't know, like if there was going to be one that was going to maybe rub me the wrong way, it'd be a coffee IPA, And I'm pretty excited I have the rest of this to drink. To be honest with you, so it'll be interesting to see if it keeps me up tonight. What were their tasting notes before I sign off? The citrus for sure. Oh, they said apricot. Okay, I didn't think of that myself. The cocoa, I definitely get that chocolate thing. And the bubble gum I got. Yeah, I didn't, although Citra has been kicking out apricot to me lately. If I didn't read apricot, I wouldn't have said it though. But I get it. Yeah, it's a cool beer. It's a really cool beer. It is something different. That's what I'm looking for right now with IPAs, is something different. This is about as different as maybe I want that direction to go. I would not have added probably any more coffee taste to this either. I think if it was more, it would have crossed that line of like, oh, this is too much, where it's overpowering the base style of the beer that I'm looking for when I'm drinking this. But it does not cross that threshold. It's not too much for me. Yeah, it's a cool beer. Have you had this beer before? Have you had coffee IPAs before? Like I said, I've had a couple. I don't know if I've ever reviewed any, but I've had a couple. But yeah, anything and everything related, comment section below. Let's get a conversation going. It's always my favorite part of these. But yeah, thanks again for sending it, Pariah. Thank you guys for watching. I really appreciate it. Check me out on Instagram and Untapped. It's No Hype Beer Reviews at both those places. So always please like, comment, subscribe, and most importantly, imbibe. Cheers, everyone.